Hey everybody, welcome to today's session. I'm so excited to be here. I'm going to talk to you guys about influencer marketing. I was going to do a Facebook Live session, but unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, that's not possible. But I hope you still enjoy the session and I hope I can share some valuable information with you today. My name is Adele and I live in Australia. and it's now afternoon. So again, welcome and I'm very excited to hang out with all of you today. Some of the stuff we're going to be looking at is identifying influencers, fake influencers, applications to find them, payment of your influencers, some of the methods you can use for marketing, and then 9 tips. So again, welcome. Thank you so much for being here with me today. So why should we use influencers? Well, people love people, not ads. That is so true, isn't it? Like, think about it. We love to hear the opinions of others, the opinions of friends, of family. We would much rather buy a product when they talk about it than looking at a Google ad, right? And using influencers also humanizes your brand because it's an actual voice or face or specific touch that they have about how they approach their audience that your brand can tap into. I think it's important for us to understand different levels of influencers. You can have, your mom can be an influencer because of the influence maybe she has on locals or in the community. So it really it's all about perspective. So to understand, it starts with friends, and then we have fans, and we've got our publishers, which is your levels like your social media influencers, YouTube influencers, and then you have celebrities. So your celebrities fall a little bit in their own category because they are celebrities, they're already influential, and they also, work with brands on a different level. So just one thing to be aware of is that they do fall a little bit in their own category, although they're all still influencers. So I think it's important to understand how to identify your influencers. Obviously, you look at things like your follower count, but the most important is engagement. To see if a true influencer is truly influential, it's about engagement. Is there conversation happening? Or do they just have their content sent out by automated bot? It's really important to look at things. Use tools like Brand24 or Brand Mentions. You can quickly search someone's name or handle and you can pick up all the conversations and mentions and really analyze and see what's going on. Also look for content across platforms and their consistency, and have a look at their knowledge and expertise if they truly are thought leaders in their field. Fake influencers, unfortunately, is a problem. People can buy fake followers. They're using robots to game the system. So don't be fooled. Do your research. Check for bots, automated posting, and zero engagement from anybody. That's the quickest way to tell. If someone has 1 million followers on Instagram, but they're only getting 10 or 50 likes or 100 likes, go look at the likes. See, if it's genuine people or just bots, or look at their engagement or the comments, if it's true comments or just bot comments. Just little things like that. You can quickly identify if someone has got bots and fake followers. So let's look at some of the tools. So there's hundreds of tools out there. It just really depends on your business needs. You can even use Twitter with the cloud extension. So while you're browsing through Twitter, you can see their cloud score. Cloud is just another way of measuring. It's not always accurate because people can game the system to get a high cloud score, but it's a good starting point. Have a look at BuzzSumo. That's a really popular tool. Then we have Tracker, which is more enterprise level. And then we have Right Relevance. I love that little tool. Anybody can use it. It's for free. You just search a topic and you can see the influencers that shared it with like their cloud score and even their bio info. So definitely a tool worth checking out. And then we have tools like Ninja Outreach and Clear. And also have a look at Tap Influence. If you're looking for a platform to manage the whole influencer campaign for you, that's definitely a great tool worth checking out. Payment of influencers. This is still an area I feel that needs work. Don't insult influencers with terrible offers or automated bulk email outreach. What do we mean by terrible offers? It's just, I think the best way to think of it is, will you work for whatever it is you have on offer? Like, will you work to talk to your audience and put in the time to make a video or do a blog for a free t-shirt? Or just a 10% discount to use the software? Things like that. Is it truly of value for that person? I think really try and think of ways not to make it insulting. I think the safest way is to approach your influencers with a nice personalized email, giving them a brief of what it is you're looking for, why you want to work with them, and asking them their rate. That way you can start negotiations and you can sort of gauge what level they're at. Once you've got your influencers, then you also got to think, okay, how can I use them? So, I mean, there's many options you can use. It's customer advocacy programs, relationship building, affiliate strategies you can use, content marketing, that's the biggest one. Influencer marketing is also useful for your public relations. And then building brand ambassadorship programs. You can do blogger outreach and social media marketing, which is another big one. So the biggest ones at the moment for influencer marketing is your content marketing strategy and your social media marketing. And then also blogger outreach, depending on what kind of business you are. If you want to do, build a bit on your SEO, some good traffic, it just really depends on what your goals are, will determine which method of marketing you will use your influencers for. It's really just a matter of thinking outside the box, and what goals do you have in place? What do you want influencers to achieve for your business? It could just be brand awareness. It could be traffic. Could be to improve your SEO. It could be purely just sales. So it's really important for you to just understand your KPIs. 9 tips I quickly want to discuss with you guys. So I think it's important to think beyond demographics. Look for influencers based on their interests and passions. Truly make sure that it aligns with your goals and your industry. You can't think, oh, okay, yeah, Kim Kardashian has 50 million followers. Oh, that's a lot of people that will see my product. Yes, sure. But if you choose Kim Kardashian, but you've got a product that her audience is not interested in, it's going to help nothing that, let's say, 10 million people see the update. Because they're just going to maybe like it, but that's it. They're not going to engage. They're not going to buy the product or anything else. So you really got to keep that in mind. Understand their community. Influencers are influential because they build an audience. It takes a lot of time, and that's where it sort of ties in with don't approach them with insulting offers. These people work long hours, lots of days, blood, sweat, and tears to get successful into where they are. So yeah, hard work should be valued. And then influencer marketing scales by building quality relationships with select people and reaching secondary audiences. This is so important. Influencer relationship. Oh, excuse me, guys, I'm getting thirsty. It's really, when you can build relationships through the relationship with your influencer, you will win all the way. Create experiences. This is so important, guys. Storytelling. Instead of pushing your news, create experiences for your influencers so they have something to react to and share. Storytelling. We all react to a good story. Think about your business and products. How can you communicate this over to have a great experience or tell a story? Once you can figure that out, it's so much easier for your influencers to push great content, and it's easier for people to connect to your brand. Play the long game. Yes, the value of your influencer relationships grow over time. Sure, you can do maybe a few short campaigns where you literally just going to have 10 or 15 people, and you're going to use a platform like Tap Influence where, influencers will just maybe put up an Instagram post or tweet, and that's it, end of campaign. That's fine. But to have a better return on investment, your longer relationship with your influencers work the best, because you can really build a relationship with the person. And that's when the true value starts coming out, and they will support your business, even if it's not always paid work. They might come to a point where they really support you because, they've genuinely fell in love with you as a business, you and your team that works with them. So have a long game in mind. Tailor your strategy as well. Customize your approach based on the individual person. Even if it's an influencer in the same industry, keep in mind that their personalities and their content will be different. So one influencer might be funky, but the other one's more geeky, and the other one's more, reserved. So think about your strategy. You can't enforce the same content on all of your influencers. You're going to have to allow adjustments so it can suit their personality, their content style, and their audience. So definitely keep that in mind. And fundamentally human. Influencers are not empty amplification vessels. Treat them well and focus on their unique passions, interests, and personalities. Too many people see influencers as a number, and that's when relationships start going sour. They are humans. They are not Google ads. Provide high value. So far from pitching, find opportunities for your company to enrich the work of your influencers. I think this is really, really valuable to know, is to keep working with opportunities to work with your influencers. Maybe different departments in your business can also foster relationship because they can help with different angles or different sides of the products, things like that. I think that ties in with, playing the long game and building relationships. And the last point there is, like we just said, strive for those relationships. When you build a relationship with an influencer, you unlock their potential value. And like we've discussed, the relationships, don't see them just as a number. Create amazing experiences. Plan for the long game. Tailor your strategy, understand communities, and I think that's to emphasize on doing research. Understand how it will tie in with your business. Have a look at their audience and their content. And don't do bulk outreach, guys. I see too many people do this. Influencers pick it up straight away. You have to remember that these people get hundreds of emails per day. So don't do it. Well, that was short and sweet. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please feel free to ask questions, send me a tweet, send me an email. And yes, I think every business is also different when it comes to influencer marketing. So do the research, but tailor it to suit your needs and what you're comfortable with doing. And if you are not sure, ask. Always reach out to professionals or people in the industry. Ask them for advice. Most people are more than happy to help out. And yeah, sure. So thank you so much for your time today. I had a wonderful time talking to all of you. And yeah, I look forward to catching up. Thank you.